The stars burned cold above the fleet as Captain Lucas Hayes stood on the bridge of his ship, the Endurance. His eyes scanned the dark emptiness beyond the glass, but his mind was locked on the message they had just received. The Dominion of Stars had spoken, and their answer was clear. No. Galaxy's ruling powers had rejected humanity. They said Earth was too wild, too unpredictable. They saw humans as a threat to order, not allies in the coming storm. The cosmic force and endless wave of destruction moving through star systems was coming, but no one wanted Earth to help. Lucas clenched his fists. The Dominion had ruled the galaxy for centuries, controlling many star systems with their strong fleets and strict laws. Now, faced with a disaster that could wipe out everything, they turned away from the one race willing to fight. Behind him, Queen Olivia Marshall stood calm but angry. She was young for a queen but fierce like a lion. Her sharp green eyes shone with determination. She did not want to beg for help. She wanted to fight. She knew that if the galaxy's leaders refused, humanity had no choice but to stand alone. "This is not the end," Olivia said softly. "They think we are weak. They think we are chaos. We will show them how wrong they are." Lucas nodded. "Our people are ready. The fleet is armed, and the pilots are trained. No. We will not let Earth be destroyed because others refuse to act." The council room filled with tension. Around them, the leaders of Earth's united forces watched and waited. The message from the Dominion had come with a warning. Any human interference would be met with force. The galaxy's great powers would not tolerate humans stepping into their battles. Still, Olivia stood firm. "If they say no, then we will take matters into our own hands." Outside the council chamber, ships hummed with life. Factories on Earth worked day and night, building new weapons and ships. Every able-bodied person was preparing. This was not just a fight for survival, it was a fight for respect and a future. In the shadows, spies and saboteurs worked against them. Dominion agents tried to break their efforts, planting bombs and stealing secrets, but humanity's defenders caught many of them. Fights were brutal and fast. Every victory made Earth stronger, but the cost was high. One night, as Lucas flew his fighter patrol near Earth's orbit, his squadron spotted enemy ships. Dominion warships, sleek and deadly, moved quickly to strike. Lucas called his team to battle formation. "Stay tight," he ordered. "They expect us to run. We don't run." The fight exploded with lasers and missiles. Ships twisted and turned through space, dodging attacks and firing back. Lucas's fighter shook as a missile struck nearby. The sky around him lit up with explosions. "Can't let them break through," Lucas shouted into his com. Protect the transport ships at all costs." The battle was fierce and fast. The Dominion warships were better armed, but the humans fought with heart. They used surprise moves, attacking where the enemy was weakest. Lucas led a daring run through a narrow asteroid field, using the rocks for cover and taking down several enemy ships. On the bridge of the Endurance, Queen Olivia watched the battles progress on the screen. She saw her people risking everything. She thought about her home, about the children who would grow up only if they won. When the Dominion ships finally pulled back, both sides counted their losses. Humanity had taken a hit, but had not broken. The message was clear. Earth was ready to fight for its place. Lucas landed his fighter with a tired smile. "We sent a message tonight," he said quietly to Olivia. They said no. We showed them what that means. Olivia looked out the window at the stars. "The galaxy may say no, but humanity will give them a future." The war was coming, and Earth would be ready. Queen Olivia stood in the command center watching the screens. The Dominion had made it clear. Earth was not welcome. But she refused to let her people fall into silence and fear. If the galaxy would not help, then humanity would help itself. She turned to Captain Lucas Hayes. "We need to grow stronger. We need weapons and ships no one can match." Lucas nodded. "Our engineers are working on new designs. We found some old human colonies beyond the solar system. They left behind advanced tech. We will bring it back." A team was formed quickly. It was far from Earth, and many unknown dangers waited in the dark. The journey was tense. The ships moved through asteroid fields and dangerous space storms. Every day they faced mechanical failures and attacks from Dominion scouts trying to stop them. "Enemy fighters approaching," shouted his co-pilot. Lucas grabbed the controls. "Get ready." They don't want us to find their secrets. The fight began with sudden blasts of light. Small, fast ships darted through the empty space, firing at Lucas's squadron. Lucas fired back, hitting one enemy fighter. Another came close behind. He rolled the ship sharply and aimed his lasers. The enemy exploded into pieces. "Keep moving!" Lucas shouted. "We have to reach the colony." The battle raged for minutes. The human pilots fought with everything they had. The buildings were old and broken, but inside, they found powerful machines and starship blueprints. These were ancient human inventions lost for centuries. This technology is better than anything we have now. If we can rebuild it, Earth's fleet will be unstoppable. Lucas smiled but stayed cautious. The Dominion will not like this. We need to hurry. Back on Earth, Queen Olivia worked with her advisors. They prepared defenses and trained more pilots. She sent messages to other human colonies, asking for help. Many answered. But the Dominion was not idle. They sent agents to sabotage Earth's efforts. One night, a bomb exploded at a shipyard. Flames roared, and alarms sounded everywhere. Soldiers ran through the burning hangar. Lucas and his team fought off the attackers. It was a fierce and close fight. The attackers were soldiers, not aliens, just like them. But their orders were clear: stop humanity from rising. Queen Olivia arrived with more troops. Together, they pushed the attackers back and saved the shipyard. "This will not stop us," Olivia said firmly. "If they want war, we will give them one." Lucas agreed. "Our people are ready. We fight for every inch of our home." The months passed with battles near Earth and on the edges of human space. Lucas led many dangerous missions, each one more deadly than the last. Every fight tested the courage and skill of humanity's warriors. One day, Lucas received a secret message from a man named Nathan Grant. He was a former officer in the Dominion fleet. Nathan said he wanted to help humanity. He believed the Dominion was wrong to reject Earth. Lucas was skeptical, but knew they needed every ally they could get. He arranged a secret meeting. Nathan arrived quietly. He spoke of the Dominion's plans and weaknesses. He said he wanted to join their fight, not because he loved Earth, but because he saw strength in its people. The stage was set. Humanity was no longer alone, but the battles ahead would be even harder and bloodier than before. Nathan Grant stepped into the war room, his face serious. He was tall and strong, with sharp eyes that missed nothing. Queen Olivia watched him carefully. He was once a leader in the Dominion's fleet. Now he stood with humanity. "I know how they fight," Nathan said. "The Dominion believes in strict control and power. They think they are better than us." Lucas Hayes nodded. "We need every advantage we can get. What do you suggest?" Nathan pointed at the map on the table. "The Dominion has a weak spot. They plan to hit us hard before we get stronger. If we strike first, we can stop their attack." Alina Price, the engineer, joined the meeting. "We have improved our ships with the old technology we found. Now, we can move faster and hit harder." The team planned a surprise attack on a Dominion fleet gathering near a nearby star system. Dominion wanted to destroy Earth's growing power before it became a real threat. Lucas led the mission. His squad flew into space, engines blazing. The silence of space broke with the sound of weapons charging. "Stay sharp," Lucas said. "They expect us to run, but we fight." The Dominion ships appeared like dark shadows. Their weapons fired first, lasers tore through space, and explosions lit the dark. Lucas dodged a blast that almost hit his ship. He fired back, hitting one of the Dominion's fighters. The battle was brutal. Ships crashed and burned. Pilots shouted orders, trying to stay alive. Lucas saw a group of Dominion fighters trying to flank his squad. "Form up, protect the center." The pilots moved quickly, blocking the enemy's path. Lucas broke through their line and aimed at the lead ship. A bright light filled the sky as the ship exploded. "Good shot," Lena said over the radio. But the fight was far from over. The Dominion sent more ships to trap them. Lucas's squadron was surrounded. "We can't hold them much longer," Lucas said. Suddenly, a new group of ships appeared. They moved with speed and skill. Nathan's defectors from the Dominion fleet joined the fight. The enemy was caught by surprise. Nathan's ships tore through the Dominion lines, helping Lucas's pilots escape the trap. Back on Earth, Queen Olivia watched the battle unfold on the screen. She clenched her fists as she saw her people risk everything. "We are not alone," she said quietly. The battle ended with a hard victory. Many ships were lost on both sides, but humanity's fleet survived. The Dominion had underestimated them. Nathan's help had turned the tide, but trust was still thin. Many soldiers did not like the idea of former enemies fighting with them. Lucas met Nathan after the battle. "You saved us today," he said. Nathan nodded. "I want to see the galaxy change. Dominion is too proud. They will fall if they keep ruling with fear," Lena added. "We need to keep improving our technology. The Dominion will come back stronger." Queen Olivia agreed. "We must prepare for the next fight. The galaxy is watching. We'll show them what humanity can do." Days later, reports came of new attacks near Earth. Dominion forces tried to block supplies and isolate the planet. Lucas led a daring mission to break the blockade. His team flew through heavy fire, dodging mines and enemy fighters. The fight was close and personal. Ships slammed into each other. Pilots fought in close combat, boarding enemy ships to take control. Lucas found himself face to face with a Dominion captain. They fought hand to hand, punches and strikes in the tight corridors. Lucas's training and rage gave him the edge. He knocked the captain down and took control of the ship. The blockade was broken. Supplies reached Earth again. The people cheered, but the war was far from over. Queen Olivia knew the real fight was coming. The Dominion would not give up. She gathered her leaders. "We will face them head on. This galaxy may have said no to us, but we will not back down. Humanity will fight for its future." The war was growing. The battles were bloodier and fiercer, but humanity was no longer weak or alone. The weapon station was huge and dark, floating like a black star near the edge of the galaxy. It was the heart of the Dominion's power, the place where they built the weapons that fed the cosmic force. Destroying it was the only way to stop the threat. Queen Olivia stood in front of the command center, looking at the map. "This mission is dangerous. Many will die." Captain Lucas Hayes stepped forward. "We have to try. If we fail, everything is lost." Nathan Grant nodded. "I know the station's defenses. We can sneak in, but we must move fast." Alina Price checked the weapons and shields on the ships. "Our new tech will give us an edge, but we cannot stay long." The fleet moved quietly through space, hidden by asteroid fields and shadows. As they reached the station, alarms blared. The Dominion was ready for them. The battle began with a storm of fire. Lasers hit ships, explosions shook the fleet. The human ships moved with skill, dodging and striking back. Lucas led his fighters close to the station's walls. "We need to get inside," he said. "Prepare for boarding." Small teams of soldiers jumped into enemy ships, fighting their way through dark corridors. Lucas and his team fought beside them. The station was a maze of metal halls and flashing lights. Dominion soldiers met them with guns and anger. Lucas pushed forward, fighting hard. A soldier aimed at him, but Lucas threw himself to the side and shot back. The soldier fell. He heard a scream behind him. A young soldier named Jamie had been hit. Lucas pulled him behind cover. "Stay with me, Jamie," Lucas said. "We will get out of here." Jamie nodded weakly, gripping his wound. Meanwhile, Queen Olivia led the main fleet, fighting off waves of enemy ships trying to stop the attack. "Yes, but it will be tough," Nathan replied. Inside the station, Nathan's group fought through guards and locked doors. Every step was a fight. They reached the control room and planted explosives. Nathan looked at his team. This will end their power.
"Back with Lucas?"
The fight was getting worse. General Marcus Fields, the Dominion's top soldier, appeared. He was tall and brutal, with cold eyes. "You think you can destroy us?" Marcus sneered. He raised his weapon and fired. Lucas dodged, but the blast hit a wall behind him. They fought hand to hand. Marcus was strong and fast, but Lucas had something more rancor and hope. Lucas hit Marcus hard, sending him crashing to the floor. But Marcus grabbed a knife and lunged at Lucas. Lucas caught his arm and twisted. Marcus dropped the knife with a grunt. "We will see who wins," Marcus spat and ran into the shadows. Lucas was bleeding but alive. He helped Jamie up and signaled to retreat. The explosives went off. The station shook, alarms screaming as fire spread. The fleet pulled back just as the station exploded in a massive fireball. Back on Earth, the people watched the sky light up. The threat was stopped, but the cost was high. Queen Olivia spoke to the world. "We have won a great battle, but the war is not over. We must stay strong." Lucas rested and healed. He knew Marcus was still out there, waiting for revenge. Nathan stayed close to Olivia and Lucas. The Dominion will try again. They will not give up. Alina worked on new ships and weapons. We will be ready. The victory gave hope, but the fight was far from finished. Oh. The galaxy had said no, but humanity was proving it wrong. They were ready to face whatever came next. The sky above Earth was full of ships. The battle was over, but the war was just beginning. Queen Olivia stood tall on the command bridge, watching the stars. The Dominion had been forced to accept that humanity was strong. After the destruction of their weapons station, they had no choice but to offer peace. But Olivia was not ready to trust them. "We will not bow to fear," she said to her leaders. "We will build a new future. One where humanity leads, not follows." Captain Lucas Hayes was by her side. He looked at the fleet ready to move forward. "The Dominion will come back with more ships. We must be ready to fight harder." Nathan Grant nodded. "Your pride is broken. Some will surrender, but others will fight to the death." Suddenly, alarms sounded. Scouts reported that a large Dominion fleet was heading toward Earth, angry and ready for revenge. The fleet prepared to meet the attack. Pilots checked their weapons. Soldiers loaded guns. The tension was thick. The enemy ships appeared like a dark storm. The battle began with fire and smoke. Lasers cut through space. Explosions lit the darkness. Lucas flew at the front, leading his squadron. He dodged blasts and fired back. His hands moved fast, his eyes sharp. Behind him, Olivia gave orders. "Hold the line. Protect the planet." Nathan led a strike team against enemy command ships. Their goal was to break the fleet's control and turn the battle. The fight was close and brutal. Ships collided, tearing metal and sending crews into space. Lucas saw one of his best pilots, Sarah, under heavy fire. He raced to help. He blasted the attackers with precise shots, saving her just before her ship exploded. But there was no time to rest. Marcus's ship fired massive energy blasts, shaking the human fleet. Lucas and Nathan worked together to attack the warship. They flew close to its armor, dodging deadly fire. Inside, Olivia coordinated the defense. "We must take down that ship or lose everything." Their fighters swarmed the warship, cutting through its shields. Lucas piloted his ship into the enemy vessel's weak point. He fired his last missile, hitting the engine core. The warship exploded in a huge fireball, breaking the enemy's attack. With their leader gone, the Dominion fleet retreated. The battle was won. Humanity stood tall among the stars. Back on Earth, Queen Olivia addressed her people. "Now, the galaxy once said no to us. They tried to hold us back. But we fought. We bled. We won. Today we take our place as leaders. Not just of Earth, but of the future. Together, we will build a galaxy where every human has a chance to live and thrive." Lucas looked out at the stars. He thought of the battles the friends lost and the future they would fight for. The galaxy had tried to reject humanity, but humanity had given the galaxy a future. And this was only the beginning.